Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel from beautiful sunny UK. Unfortunately, we are on total lockdown here, like many other countries around the world. We're all trying to stay safe. We're all trying to battle this horrible situation that we're all facing together. So everyone out there, please stay safe. In the meantime, I'm trying my very best to keep the content coming for you guys, just to keep you entertained while we're all locked up at home. I have a few toys here, which is quite fortunate, so I can continue filming. Today we're going to be doing a bit of videoing on the 308 series, but first I want to say a big thank you. Puma have sent me through a load of clothing that I'm going to be wearing on the channel when we're working on the Ferraris, on the Porsche, or even the truck. I'm going to be looking at a lot cooler than I usually do on the channel, which is, to be fair, not hard. Let me show you some of the cool stuff they sent through. So these Puma trainers are not just Puma trainers, they are Puma Ferrari trainers. Loving those. Trousers are Porsche design Puma. These are actually some of my favorite. The Porsche design stuff is quite subtle and it's really quite nice. So thank you very much, Puma, for all of the gear. Really is appreciated. Okay guys, so let's move on. I'm gonna move some cars around and get the 308 on the driveway, and I'll give you a tour of what we're going to be doing next on the build. Let's take a walk around the car and I'll show you just some of the areas that we need to address on this. So we've got quite a lot of scratching. Some of you guys said the bodywork would just need a polish up. I can assure you it always looks better on camera. For example, lower door here, we are going to have to rectify this. Common area on 308s is rust at the bottom of the door, and this unfortunately is no exception. We've got a rusty hole here, so that definitely needs to be sorted out as priority. A little bit of rust coming through here. I think hopefully that's just surface rust where we've got a bit of paint chip missing. I've explained before, the mounting holes for the mirror are slightly different on the US cars, so they might be filled in. Another item I need to look into is, you see this rubber side strip here, like a protection strip. We've got it on this side. I think it's missing on the other side. We'll have a look in a minute. I don't remember if that is just a US part or on the Euro. I don't seem to remember having that before. Again, it's missing here, but that's just come out. You can see the rubberized material. Roof very faded, so I need to look. Any suggestions on getting that roof back? It's obviously vinyl. I don't want to spray it, but I want to kind of bring that back to life. So any suggestions of any products, guys, put those in the comments below. Rear markers, I've explained before, we're going to be removing those. I did that on the last conversion that we did. I've got the different wheels. I'm not sure whether to use the different wheels or not. The only bonus for me is they are slightly bigger and we can put modern tyres on those. So that would be the only reason I would change them. I do quite like these smaller wheels on this car though. At the back, obviously, the biggest change is we're going to be removing this picnic table of a back bumper. We'll be aligning all of this stuff here. This was just bolted on so I could drive it back the other day. As mentioned, I now have virtually everything required to transform that US Spec 308 into a nice streamlined Euro Spec car. So let's walk through all of the stuff we need to make that transformation. First of all, we have this deep dish front spoiler. This is an original piece. Ferrari from factory, they finished them in this kind of red undercoat, and to find one original like that that's never been on a car is pretty rare. Okay, I actually managed to pick that up on eBay for, I think it was about £100. It was nothing in comparison what it would cost if you could get one from factory. So again, It is a deep dish spoiler. The Euro cars, I'm aware, did also come with this shallow front spoiler, so it's personal preference. I like the car, obviously. I think it gives it a bit of a meaner stance having this deep dish spoiler on the front. We then have some Euro side lights with the indicators. Do have those already on the car. I needed that to get the car through the MOT, but we've got some fresh, new, shiny ones because they're very cheap actually. Then we have this nice shallow front bumper, sorry, with the side lights. That is going to transform this picnic table we have currently at the front here. Now that one is a little bit worse for wear. It could be fixed up quite easily. However, I also have another one up here, and that is very clean, so we'll probably be using that one on the car. Then we have these Euro side indicators. Now if I take this one and I show you, so at the moment I've got the US side markers wide in to be my side repeaters. We need this again here in the UK to get through an MOT, a road test, worthiness test. So this is our Euro ones, like I say, a lot more streamlined, and obviously that is not, there you go, that's the difference in profile. Practically the same, and they are the correct Carello original ones, not cheap. So that's those. Then we got another really nice feature on the front here. We got this big front grille, and if I show you in comparison to the original one we have on this Euro car, it's only got a few bars on that one, because of the deep dish or the very deep profile front bumper. You can hardly see the grille on the US car unless you're right down here. So once that goes nice and narrow to about here, and the fact that we got a bigger front grille, it really emphasizes that on the Euro car. We then got the nice prancing horse. You don't have that on the US car. That one is slightly too small. I need to change that. It needs to be the next size up. It's a bigger one, which is correct. And the mirror. So I showed you before the mirror. I finished that. We managed to fix the mounting point. I'll show you how we did that right now. So with our new little bracket there that we're making up, it's nearly done. We've got just a little bit of modification to do on it. So this little gap here, the channel, this is the old one that I've glued together, which needs to fit here on that bit there. It's just a little bit too narrow at the moment, so we just got to make it slightly bigger. So I'm just going to do that and file that just by hand. Okay guys, we are all filed down, everything fits, my bushing fits in, it all fits on here, fits in there. We've got the little notch points as well, so let's put it together, see how it looks. And there we go, that is it, job done. We have ourselves a very cool, modified and fabricated mirror mount that is not only stronger, it's also lighter than the original. It's going to last forever, and we have turned what was a bargain mirror that I picked up for cheap money because the mount was broken to something that is worth about 4 or 5 times more than I paid for it. Now all I need to do is just fit this rubber cover here, what I've left off just to show you how it all looks, and then we are ready for the Euro QV conversion. So super happy that we managed to get this one and resurrect it, otherwise it would have been scrap. So I paid, I think it was about £200, £150 for that, and these secondhand, like I've said before, go for about £800 a side, just secondhand. You cannot get them new. Anyway, we need to mount that here, and as you can see, the mounting holes are completely different. We've got a bracket that goes on the back here, and that then clips on there. So they are going to show through. So one of those is going to have to be filled, and then we just need to find out which position that is going to sit correctly. So let's show you, as I've said before, unfortunately the US style massive flag mirrors are definitely not as sexy as these curvaceous Euro ones with the Ferrari badge. Made by the same company, but because of the US laws, you couldn't have these. So we got the nice ones. Anyway, that's upside down, but you can just see the difference there in the sexiness. Describing a mirror as sexy. There you go. There's a first. All right, so that is the US mirrors. That will get obviously sprayed. We'll take that nice and gently down there. The other one is still with my other 308, so we need to get that at some point. Then if we move back, this is the big changes. So exhaust wise, we got to change the manifolds from US Spec to Euro, because otherwise none of this is going to fit. We have to change the hanging points, so we need to weld in and change the position of those. Otherwise, again, this doesn't hang in the right place. So we got manifolds, headers otherwise known in the US. We had to get these side connector pipes, which were the bits we were missing last time, which again, all of this is completely different between US and Euro. The cool thing about this is we will get rid of all of the extra bits, the emissions bits that are bolted onto that exhaust system in there. We'll go through that when we start to do all this. So we've got the side pipes, like I say, we've got stainless steel ones. I'll be cleaning up these manifolds. We've got all our little mountain donuts and bits there. Then the other cool thing we've got here is the Euro sports exhaust. So this is an aftermarket exhaust, completely different. And the nice thing about that is it's going to stick out slightly. We're going to have some nice chrome pipes coming out the back here. And with a bit of luck, it's going to sound quite meaty. And it's going to sound quite meaty, and it's going to sound a little bit more sporty than the current setup. But the big change at the back, two things. Number one, let's talk about this nice slim rear bumper. So in comparison to what we have here, which I can literally put my foot and stand on it, it's that big. The other one should probably come out to about here, that line there, maybe a little bit further. So that is going to really, really clean up that rear profile, along with the rear valance. So that's going to make that line at the bottom, all of this is going to get removed, and then where this comes, it will go straight along the back there. So it's really going to transform the back end of this car. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the update on the Ferrari 308 project. Tomorrow I'm going to be cracking on fitting some of this stuff to the front end of the car. Hopefully the weather stays like this, because as much of this is not a really nice situation for us all to be in, it makes it a little bit more tolerable if the sun is out. So stay safe guys. In the meantime, I'm going to do my very best to keep the content flowing for you, stop you all from being very bored out there. I want to say a big thank you again to Puma for all of the clothing. And don't forget guys, you can check out the Instagram channel, where I will be posting a lot of behind the scenes pictures, giving you some updates on everything that's happening here. And again, trying to keep you entertained over there throughout the day. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you very shortly in the next one. Ciao for now.